Okay, so what I want to say right at the front is that generative AI is not a new concept. It's been around for a while. So how many of you have used or are familiar with Google Translate? Can I see a show of hands? Right. Who can tell me when Google Translate launched for the first time?
1995.
Oh, that would have been good. 2006. So it's been around for 17 years. And we've all been using it. And this is an example of generative AI. Greek text comes in. I'm Greek, so, pay some dues to the... Right, so Greek text comes in. English text comes out. And Google Translate has served us very well for all these years, and nobody was making a fuss. Another example is Siri on the phone. Again, Siri launched 2011, 12 years ago. And it was a sensation back then. It is another example of generative AI. We can ask Siri to set alarms, and Siri talks back, and oh, how great it is, and then you can ask about your alarms and whatnot. This is generative AI. Again, it's not as sophisticated as ChatGPT, but it was there. And I don't know how many have an iPhone. See, iPhones are quite popular. I don't know why. Okay, so we are all familiar with that. And of course, later on, there was Amazon Alexa and so on. Okay, again, generative AI is not a new concept. It is everywhere. It is part of your phone. The completion, when you're sending an email or when you're sending a text, the phone attempts to complete your sentences, attempts to think like you, and it saves you time, right? Because some of the completions are there. The same with Google. When you're trying to type, it tries to guess what your search term is. This is an example of language modeling. We'll hear a lot about language modeling in this talk. So basically, we're making predictions of what the continuations are going to be. So what I'm telling you is that generative AI is not that new. So the question is, what is the fuss? What happened? So in 2023, OpenAI, which is a company in California, in fact, in San Francisco. If you go to San Francisco, you can even see the lights at night of their building. It announced GPT-4, and it claimed that it can beat 90% of humans on the SAT. For those of you who don't know, SAT is a standardized test that American school children have to take to enter university. It's an admissions test.